Hey y'all, it's Ebony, your favorite hair and wig business coach, and I am back again today with a Q&A session. I always go live on my Instagram page. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you're following me on Instagram. And this is basically a recording, me answering questions from that live session. It's been edited that way you guys can just get straight to the questions and straight to the answers. If there's ever a particular question that you want to jump to, check the description box down below. I have each question broken up into sections, and you can just click on the section that you want to watch. But the question I received on my YouTube was about creating content for the pre-order method. So when I started my hair extension business, I did start by doing the pre-order method. So a lot of people do ask me a ton of questions about the pre-orders and how I was able to do it and how they will be able to do it. So first things first, the pre-order method is not new. It's been going on for a long time. A lot of the companies you probably order from online, they do pre-orders. Basically what it means is that basically someone comes to your website and they order something that you don't have on hand. They come to your website and order something that you don't have on hand. They order it in advance. And then you take that money and you use it to purchase the items that are needed to either make the product or that are needed to fulfill the product. So pre-order method with hair extensions, I would post hair extensions on my website. And then as soon as my customer orders, I take that money, I order the hair extensions from my vendor. My vendor sends it to me, and then I send it to my customers. So that's how a pre-order method will work with hair extensions. For a wig business, usually all custom wigs, if someone offers custom wigs, 90% of the time they are using a pre-order method, meaning that it's made to order. So as soon as you place an order for the wig, then the wig maker will take that money, buy all of the hair or the materials needed to make the wig, and then they make the wig and then ship it out. So that's basically the pre-order method. So the question at hand is, how would you take photos to promote it if you're doing the pre-order method? I think people ask that question because a lot of people believe that they can start a business with $0, or they can start a business just by using vendor photos, promoting it, bam, I'm gonna do the pre-order system, and that's it. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate, it's just the nature of business. You are going to need to have your hands on the product that you are going to sell. Not only is it morally right, you can't sell something you never experienced, never touched, never worn, never had. So you're going to need money to purchase products first, to test it out, to, that's when you're going to take all of the photos of the products that you're going to sell. So for instance, if you wanted to do a pre-order method with wigs, well, you got to have photos of the wig first in order to sell it. And the only way to have those photos is you had to have tested out that hair from the vendor. There's no way, you can't skip the process of testing products from your vendor. And a lot of people want to skip that process. You can't skip it. Even if you purchase a vendor's list from someone that you trust, you still have to test that hair. You still have to test the hair out. Because one thing about it, what I like might not be what you like. And what you like might not be what my customers like. And what my customers like might not be what the next person's customers like. So there's no way around not testing out products before you sell them. So I think that's the main reason why I'm asked that question a lot. I think a lot of people, first of all, a lot of people, especially if you're watching YouTube videos, they do a lot of clickbait. So in order to get you to watch the video, the title might say, how I made $1 million with only $50, or how I made $6 Amazing. Congratulations. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. How would you suggest posting? I started a new page over. Good morning, Brittany. Okay, so when it comes to posting content, don't overthink it. So welcome to my channel, and Shirley TV. So everything Ebony want to tell us a little bit about business and what keeps her going strong in her business. Of I believe she's been in business for about 6 years, 5 or 6 years. So just so everything Ebony, yes. As I stated on my previous video, I will be bringing business content. Some content uh, will be for me, talking about business, or I may bring in some other, qualified business owners that can help all of us with our business endeavors, our businesses in general. So let's listen up to Miss Everything Ebony. So you can follow her on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I don't know if she's on Twitter, but she's very popular on all those social media sites. So Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So let's listen up. Pictures of people wearing a wig, just stuff that people want to see. Your content should always answer questions that people have. So, for instance, what's a question I get a lot? People always ask me if my wigs are glueless. It doesn't matter if I write it in the description box. It doesn't matter if that's the actual name on my wig page. People are always going to ask, are my wigs glueless? Well, you can create content to answer that question. So you can have a wig on in the video and then just lift your wig up and off. Then video content that answers the question, are the wigs glueless? Show them, seeing is believing. Well, to be honest, in this day and age, you can't really believe what you see because with AI and the way technology anything can be fake. But besides that, loving the fit, thank you. Besides that, yeah, answer questions. People want to know if your curly hair was straight and record a video of you straightening the curly hair or the curly wigs. Or people want to know how much parting space it is. Record a video showing the parting space on the closure wig, on the frontal wig. So a lot of your content is going to answer questions, but also it should answer concerns that people have as well. So what are some concerns that people have? They are concerned that their wig might slide off. So maybe you can post a video of you outside in the wind. It's been super windy lately. So you outside, the wind is just blowing and your wig is staying on. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. What's another concern? Because people are concerned that their wigs may look too wiggy. So you could post a video, a tutorial, go live, and show them how to make a wig look realistic, how to make it look more like scalp. Some people are concerned they can't cut the lace on the wig, so you can post a video showing people how to cut the lace on the wig. So a lot of content you need to post. Of course, you want to be posting the products or services that you offer, but also a lot of your content can answer questions. It can answer questions that people have. It can address concerns or pain points that your target audience may have. But just post. Don't overthink it. A lot of people overthink it, and overthinking causes people to not post at all. And what you post is all about your goals too. Like, what are your business goals? Every month you want to have some sort of goal for your business. If you're a brand new business, maybe you want to build awareness. Maybe maybe you want to focus on people understanding your brand values, what your brand offers. So you might create a month worth of content of just introducing people to your brand and what you stand for,
Some noodles,
who you are, what you represent,
noodles and some
why you
crackers.
decided to start your company, like building that awareness so that people instantly know, like, okay, this is Ebony and
Water.
this is what she makes. She makes custom wigs and she makes custom wigs because of X, Y, and Z. I'm a hairstylist, so I sell wigs to my customers. I want to get my wigs out here to the world. I definitely overthink. I'm a hairstylist. I want to sell my wigs to customers. I want to get my wigs out here to the world. Yeah, so your main focus, even with you being a hairstylist, if your main focus is wigs, then just only focus wigs. Don't even worry about like, I know hairstylists are multi-talented and very gifted. So some hairstylists, they might do braids, sew-ins, quick weaves, tape-ins, like everything. If your main focus is growing the wig business, then only post wig-related content.
Right. Because that's your niche.
Because sometimes people get confused on what they should post if they're multi-talented. It's just always going to be based on the goals that you have. So if the goal is to grow the wig business, then focus on posting the wig-related content. Just to give y'all a side-by-side comparison, this is an extra large, and this is an extra small. Let me take the thing off. Because it's kind of looking the same size. Turn it to the side. You see the difference from the side? This one is way bigger than the back. That's a big old wig. Let me stop. Let me stop. There's a huge difference in the size here. So size makes a huge difference with a wig feeling, not feeling, but with a wig fitting loose. Okay. Hey Ebony, I have a wig question. How many different types of styles do you drop on a wig restock? My wig restocks are so random. Sometimes I'm only restocking one wig. Sometimes I'm restocking 15. Sometimes I'm restocking only one size. All wigs might be a size large. Sometimes they're all a medium. For me, ready to ship wigs, because those are the only wigs that get restocked. Ready to ship wigs are like a what do I want to call it? I can't think of the word I want to say. I don't know why I want to say free fall. What in the world is a free fall? Ready to ship wigs are when I'm allowed to just be as creative as I want to be. For me, that's how my ready to ship wigs are. It's just random. Like it's whatever I felt like making. That's what's gonna be the ready to ship wigs. And however many wigs I had the time to make. Because I do prioritize our custom wigs. So anytime somebody orders a custom wig, any ready to ship wig that I was working on is gonna get pushed back. So, let me go into the question. How many different type of styles do you drop? Yeah. Like recently, I just added some ready to ship wigs, and it's only deep wave. Just a 20-inch deep wave wig, one small, one medium, one large. That's it.
I like the deep wave hair.
How you want to do the ready to ship? But there's no method to my madness. Freestyle. That's what I wanted to say. Look, I couldn't think of that word for nothing. Yes, ready to ship wigs are freestyle. Do wigs still look good the same on a bald head? Absolutely. No one would know. No one would know that someone has a bald head under their wig. No one would know. Wigs would probably be easier on a bald head, to be honest. They're gonna fit better. You don't have to worry about it being lumpy and bumpy because your braids all over the place. Dr. Z, we love your skincare video.
Thanks. My daughter has sensitive skin. Try using all three clear as part of your family's laundry routine. It tackles impurities without leaving irritating residue for a clean and gentle on skin. All three clear, the #1 doctor recommended brand for sensitive skin.
it's a really good question. It's hard to answer. It's really hard to answer. I think with the hair and wig industry, the hair industry in general, all things are popular. All things are popular. Nothing really goes out of style. It doesn't. The beauty industry is a multi-billion dollar industry, and it never goes out of style. Like if you go to a beauty supply store right now, you're still gonna see crochet stuff. You're still gonna see synthetic hair. You're still gonna see not premium wig, premium blend hair. You're still gonna see hair behind the counter. Even though virgin hair and raw hair is the move and has been the move for years now, they're still selling lower quality hair. It's not, and they're never gonna stop selling it. Never going to stop selling it. Why? Because all of it sells. All of it can make you millions of dollars. So I don't really think one is more popular than the other. People like what they like. And then also when it comes to the beauty industry, you have generations of people that are just stuck. They're stuck in their generation. So for instance, it's still older women out here still getting French rolls, updos, and they're gonna always get those hairstyles because they're stuck. They're stuck in that era of hairstyles, and they're gonna always get the same hairstyle for the rest of their life. Some people are just stuck. It's kind of like with clothes. Clothes are kind of the same way. Kind of like I
Right.
keep saying,
Well, I had to switch up my wardrobe because I'm wearing jeans.
People from my generation, we wear skinny jeans, and we will likely never stop wearing skinny jeans. That's how people know our generation. They can identify us because we wear skinny jeans. So it's the same way with hair. Hairstyles and stuff, they never really go out of style. And then trends always repeat themselves. So it's
Back
never
of all, I wear
really
the
what's
ponytail.
popular. It's really about what you're
Ponytail.
gonna push the most in your business.
But my real
So
hair
you're
is
trying to figure out what's
right
gonna
here.
bring you the most money. Whatever you promote the most is gonna bring you the most money.
on the floor.
But also another thing you want to take into consideration is your target audience. So a target audience is a group of people that you're gonna target in your business.
Right.
But this group of people, they all have similar characteristics.
For
They
sure.
have shared characteristics and buying patterns in general, behaviors in general. They're very similar. So based on your target audience, you would have to figure out, do they wear wigs more or do they wear bundles more? Or do they wear both? And it just really doesn't matter to them.
I wear bundles.
It's just all based on your target audience.
Oh, the bundle.
So for instance, if you're starting a business and you're starting a business with women who have natural hair that love their natural hair, because everybody don't like their natural hair. If you was targeting women who don't like their natural hair, then they likely want wigs so that the wigs can completely cover their hair and none of their hair is left out. Or if you're targeting women with natural hair that have maybe like hair damage, then they probably want to wear wigs so none of their hair is left out. That way they can grow their hair. But if you're targeting natural women with natural hair who love their natural hair, then you're gonna sell more bundles, more clip-ins,
Right.
more tape-ins,
I wear
more half
bundles.
wigs, because they're gonna actually want some of their hair out. They love their hair. Maybe they just want it to look longer. You know, maybe they just want their hair to look fuller, but they're gonna actually wear their real hair out. So
Right.
it's really based on your target audience, knowing exactly who you're gonna target,
Sure.
niche down on it, have a clear image of the type of person that you're marketing your business to, and then based on who they are, you match up the perfect product or service to that group of people. Does that make sense? That's why the more specific you can be when it comes to having a target audience, the better. Because if you're just targeting all women with natural hair, they can like anything. They can like braids, sew-ins, quick weaves, clip-ins. They can like almost anything. But the more specific you get, the more you can pinpoint exactly what they want. Let's see. I want to sell hair, but I don't know how it's gonna go, and I'm not sure if I want to sell both right now. It's gonna go well. It is going to go well. Whatever you set your mind to, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Whatever you focus on the most is gonna grow. So don't worry too much about it. The more you worry, the more things are not gonna go your way. So remain optimistic. Create a plan. Put your plan on paper. Because the more you create a plan and the more you put it on paper, the more you can see it, the more you can visualize it, the more it seems real, and the more positive energy you're gonna put towards it, and the greater chance of it actually coming true and happening. You know? Like I'm the type of person, once I break down some numbers, it's like, oh yeah, I can definitely do this. Like for example, making $100,000 a year. If you never made $100,000 a year, that can sound very challenging. Like, how in the hell am I gonna make $100,000 this year? How am I gonna do it? I've never made it before. That's scary. I don't know if it's possible. But when you break it down and realize it's only roughly $297 a day, right? They're like, oh, this is more doable. This is more realistic, especially when you write it down on paper. You're like, oh, this is more realistic. Now, even if you're telling yourself this is not realistic at all, $279 a day, this is not realistic at all. Is it 279? Why am I saying that? Is it 275? What is it? I can't even think about what the actual number is. But even if you feel like it's not realistic, when you break it down, you might realize, oh, all I gotta do is sell one bundle deal. All I gotta do is sell one week. Just 1 week a day. 1 week. Then it's very possible. Especially if you have 1,000 followers. Out of 1,000 people, I just need one person to purchase 1 week. And then it's even more possible if you got 10,000 people following you. 10,000 people, just one person you need to convert a day. One person, just one person. You see how realistic it becomes? So you really want to put it down on paper. Put it down on paper, break your goals down. The more realistic they become, the more you feel like it's actually going to happen, and the more you feel like it's going to happen, and you focus on it happening, it's going to happen. That's just how the world was set up. Universal laws. Universal laws. You can't alter universal laws. Universal laws are in place for a reason. It's kind of like the law of gravity. That's a universal law. If I throw this hair bundle up, whether I believe it's going to come down or not, it's going to come down. Like, it's a universal law. You can't alter it. If I throw this up, it's not going to stay up. I can't alter the universal law. The law says what goes up must come down. So it's the same way with your thoughts. If you want to attract good things into your life, if you remain positive and put positive emotion behind it, and if you can visualize it in your mind, then a universal law says it's going to happen. It's going to come into your life. You gotta keep at it. So it's gonna happen. That's why people create vision boards, because it goes hand in hand with universal law. That's why people write stuff down in black or blue ink. It's gonna happen. It's a universal law. It's just how God created the earth. So it's gonna go amazing for you. Okay, so I post on my personal page, but I don't post on my business page because I didn't get my LLC yet. You do not need an LLC to have social media pages for a business. You do not need an LLC to have a social media page. Most people, they go ahead and they social media pages first. They secure the website first before they register the business name, because the last thing you want to do is register a business name and the name is already taken on social media, or somebody's already using that name, already trademarked that name. They already own the website for the name. So usually that's a part of the process when you're finding a name for your business. You secure all of that first. And you don't need an LLC to start posting. You don't need an LLC to start posting. Technically, you need your business registered before you start accepting money. Technically. As soon as you start accepting money and you're in business and the government feels like they need to track it because they don't want to get their portion of the cut, okay? Technically. Now, how many people actually follow the rules? Look, I'm gonna always tell y'all to do business the legal way. So always get it set up, before you start accepting money, make sure that business is registered. But who knows that you accepted $200 in cash from a homegirl down the street? Like, nobody would know that. Nobody would know that. But no, to have a social media page, you do not need to have a business registered. Usually that comes after. No, this is the thing, and I understand your concerns too. You don't want to put your business name out there yet because you feel like if you put your business name out there yet before your business is registered, somebody's gonna steal it. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is a really good name. Let me go ahead and register it before such and such registered name, right? So I understand it, but this is the deal. No one is going to register a name that's already taken or already in use because it's gonna cause way too much stress. So for instance, let's say Walmart wasn't registered or nothing like that. Let's say Walmart just opened. Let's say Walmart plans to open up today. Like today is gonna be the first day that Walmart is open, established, X, Y, and Z. And they're gonna open up under the name Walmart. Well, here's the deal. Let's say before they started their business, I have a social media page, and my social media page is Walmart. I own Walmart.com. So for Walmart to go and open up today and to get their business registered or to register the name Walmart.com, that does not give them rights to my social media page. And that does not give them rights to the website that I own. If Walmart is going to want the Instagram page Walmart, and if Walmart is going to want the website Walmart.com, they are going to have to pay me for it. And no business wants to do that. They don't want to have to pay somebody else for the domain name. They don't want to have to pay somebody else for the social media handle. They have no control over social media, or they have no control over the actual website handle. So any business owner, before they register their name, they usually go ahead and secure the social media pages first. That way they don't have to run into that problem or that issue to where they're going to have to dish out way more money just so that they can get those items for their business. Does that make sense? Like for instance, I guess I could use myself as an example. My business is everything Eboni. When I buy my website handle, I buy the correct spelling and the incorrect spelling of my name. So my name is Eboni, but a lot of people might spell it Ebony. Well, somebody decided they wanted to start a business called Everything Ebony with a Y. And then gonna write me and send me an email and ask me if I can let them have the website. Absolutely not. The business name that you could possibly come up with, somebody has come up with it before. A lot of times that's where we go wrong. We think that, first of all, this is my belief. My belief is that God gives us all of our ideas, our amazing ideas. When you do not act on an idea that God gives you, and if you sit on it, God gives that idea to someone else. And it happens all the time. It's happened to me before. You have an amazing idea, but you fail to act on it. God is going to give that idea to someone else. God is going to give that business name to someone else. God is going to give that business plan to someone else.
For sure.
Someone else is going to take action on it. So whenever you come out with like a good business name, you have a good idea, it came to you at that time for a reason. You might not understand the reason, you might not know the reason, you might not understand the importance of it, but thoughts don't just come to you for no reason. There's no such thing as a random thought. No such thing as a random thought. No such thing as a random thought. You came in how you came into alignment with a certain frequency, and that is how the thought came to you. The thoughts are just floating around in air. Like we can't see it, but there's so many amazing thoughts and ideas. They're just floating around in the air. They don't come to us unless we align or we come up to that level of frequency. So you might be thinking like, "Oh, I got a good business name. I'm gonna get this registered in 2 months from now," and I guarantee you, one day short of 2 months, somebody else they don't have the name. Everything's gonna be registered. You're gonna be back at square one. So I see it happen all the time. It's happened to me. I see it. It's happened to me. So here in the big business, definitely start. There's always enough room. Never feel like it's not enough room for you. To be honest, it's almost a good time to start. Believe it or not, a lot of hair vendors are lowering their prices. I don't know what's going on in the economy because I don't be keeping up with it. A lot of vendors, their prices are about to get lower. So as you guys know, during y'all know 2019, 2020, y'all know what was going on in the world, especially in the business world. A lot of prices increased by a ton. Prices are starting to drop now. Prices are starting to drop. So it's really a perfect time to get back into the industry. I don't know if it's for all industries. I just noticed it with the hair industry right now. Prices are dropping. Prices are going back to normal. You know what? I'm talking about I don't keep up with the economy. Probably because people can't afford all this stuff now. These house prices, apartment prices, food prices, gas, just everything just ridiculous. That's what's happening. People can't afford stuff. And I think these vendors are starting to realize we need to drop these prices if we want to continue to make money. Love your braids. Thank you. Thank you. Do you see yourself branching out from the hair industry? Yes. Yes. I think I will always be a part of the hair industry in some way, shape, or form. Like even if I was to retire from making wigs, I think I would still teach. Like I feel like I would still be connected to the hair industry in some way. But yeah, I see myself branching out. I have a ton of interest. I think the next interest that I will the next interest that I will move forward with will probably be something plant related. I love plants. I have a whole bouncy garden. I even have a Facebook group called Together We Garden, where a ton of beginner gardeners we get together and we learn how to garden together. So like this weekend, we are learning. I did a poll in the group, and I listed 10 different things that want to grow, and they made a vote. And potatoes and strawberries have the most votes. So this weekend we all are going to start growing potatoes and strawberries together. I'm so excited. So it'll probably just be something plant related. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's gonna be an ebook on how to, I don't know, balcony garden for beginners, or maybe I'll grow pots, or maybe I'll sell, not grow pots, sell pots. Maybe I'll sell plants. Who knows? But I definitely feel like it's gonna be garden or plant related because I love plants. So you'll see like a lot of your favorite wig makers, they're teaching now. They retired, they're teaching. They're teaching for a reason. One, it's way more money in teaching than it is in selling products. It don't matter what industry you're in, there's way more money in teaching than it is in selling actual products. And it's easy. Like, if you create a course, you create that course at one time and you can make money off of it for the rest of your life. If you make a book, you create that book one time, you make money off of it for the rest of your life. So it's kind of smarter too. But you will see a lot of people that's in the hair and wig industry, they're out. Like they might stay in it for 2, 5, 10, 15 years, they're out. Unless they're hairstylists, because a lot of hairstylists, they're behind the chair and they do that for the rest of their life. They might do it for 20 years and retire, you know. But you will see that a lot. And it's really because of the stress. And it goes back to, like I say, it's a lack of education from our customer base, not my customers. Thank God I've been blessed to have amazing, understanding customers. But it can be stressful having to deal with certain things all of the time. It's just very stressful. Very stressful. Did you self-teach yourself how to use a sewing machine to make the unit? I don't know where to start with it. But yeah, I do have an online course. Did you enroll into my free training? I have a free week training. I decided to just keep the free week training up forever. At this point, it's going to be up forever. The training happens every Thursday. Is today Thursday? But yeah, today's Thursday. So it's a free training happening every Thursday. Definitely get into my free training. You can access it through the link in my bio. And I teach you how to get started with using your sewing machine. If you have no sewing machine experience, the things that you can do to get started today. To answer your question, yes. I did teach myself how to use a sewing machine. I did teach myself how to use as far as the sewing machine. I learned how to use a sewing machine. I was in elementary school. What happened was I was in an after school program. It was called Team Up here. I don't know if y'all had Team Up. It could have been a different name. But I was in elementary. We had Team Up. And in Team Up, they always allowed us to do different things. I was in chorus. I was in modeling. Like a lot of different activities. There was this one particular time they had us doing cheerleading. I'm just not a cheerleader type girl. Just never been. So those who didn't want to do cheerleading, we had to go with this one lady. She was an older white lady. She smoked a lot. I do not remember her name. I wish I remember her name. I just know she smoked a whole pack of cigarettes watching us at school. I can't believe that was even allowed. She would be smoking a whole pack of cigarettes at school. But anyway, she taught us how to sew. She had got this felt fabric. She had needle and thread, and she taught us how to stitch it. And we created our own little pocketbooks or wallets. I don't know what you guys call it. We call it pocketbooks back then. And I was just so mind blown that I can create something like that. I went home and
Alright, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Miss Everything Ebony, dropping those gems, dropping that good business information for us to learn from.
And I would start hand stitching with needle and thread.
So I'll be keeping up with Miss Everything Ebony, and I will be posting a lot of her videos, you know, because it's a lot of business content that I just love. And also Miss what's her name? Miss Bushy Barbie. Yeah, Miss Bushy Barbie, she's good at what she does as well. So, you know, she was fired from her job, and she would tell everybody. She told us, on her video, fired from her job 6 years ago. Excuse me, and didn't look back. So she said she will never be going back to work for someone else's company. So she's been running her own business for around 6 years now. So her mom, her two brothers, and they help out in her business. So in other words, she has about 6, 7 different businesses that she generates income from. So that's so beautiful, and a young lady at that. I think she's like 26 years, just turned 26, I believe. I think she just turned 26. So that's beautiful. And Miss Everything Ebony, I think she just turned 30. I think she just turned 30. She'll be 31, I think, next month. No, I think she couldn't have just turned 30, but she just turned 30 right for this year. But she'll be 31, I believe, sometime at the beginning of next year. So she did talk about that. But let's listen up.
Get quick weaves, quick weaves. And then I got on YouTube and I learned how to do quick weaves. And then there's a way that you can make quick weaves removable. Right? You could put a shower cap, but we never had shower caps in my household growing up. So we would just use plastic bags, like a Walmart plastic bag. So you put a Walmart plastic bag on your head first, then you put the stocking cap on over it, and then you glue it, you can make a removable wig. So that's when I started making wigs. And then honestly, it's just merging two skills together. If you know how to make a wig, whether it's a quick wig or a hand stitch, and you know how to use the sewing machine, you'll just merging them both together. Instead of gluing or hand stitching tracks to a wig, you just use the sewing machine to do it. I promise you, it's not hard. It may seem complex. It might seem difficult. It's just a matter of learning. Just learning. And practice. Just learning what to do and practicing how to do it. I always fall short on the measurements. The wig will be tight and don't fit. Yeah, so with measurements now, that is not something I cover in the free training, but the free training is very helpful for anybody that's a beginner, excuse me, and want to get started today. The free training is amazing for beginners. Anybody who just don't know where to start and they want to get started today with a custom wig business. But as far as the measurements, that's more that would be next level. So not beginner level, but that would be next level. As a beginner, when I first started making wigs, I didn't do any wigs based off of measurements. I did one size fits all wigs. So that would be a wig cap that has the adjustable straps to where you can make the wig tighter or looser. So start there. If you do not understand measurements and you want to sell wigs, start making wigs on the one size fits all caps that are adjustable. How many lines would you use for a bob? 2 bundles? Okay. Oh, how many bundles would you use for a bob? Two bundles, unless it's an extra large cap, then you need three. Because an extra large wig cap is a lot more caps to cover, and you're gonna run out of bundles. You're gonna run out of hair to cover the entire cap. So 2 bundles, unless it's an extra large wig cap, then you need three. Oh, guidelines. You draw the same number of guidelines on all wigs. It doesn't matter the style of the wig, it's the same amount of guidelines. And the guidelines, I want to say they matter, but they don't. The guidelines are just to make sure that you're stitching in a straight line across your wig or in a curved line. It makes sure that your wig is going to be balanced, that you're not stitching a lot of hair on one side and then a little bit of hair on the other side and it's lopsided. So the guidelines are just making sure your stitches are even and equal on both sides. You can stitch in between guidelines. You don't have to always stitch on the guidelines. And that's all wig making is, to be honest. You just gotta learn how to stitch 8 to 12 lines. That's it. 8 to 12 lines. That's it. You can stitch one line, you can stitch 12. And all this stuff, it's just repetition. Like once you learn it and you just do it over and over and over again, it sticks with you forever. I always compare wig making to riding a bike. When you first learn how to ride a bike, it looks very challenging. It's like, what in the world is this? How am I gonna ride that bike? When you first start learning to ride a bike, you're gonna fall off a couple times. You're not gonna be able to ride a bike perfectly the first time you try it. It's new. You gotta learn how it works. Once you learn how it works, you practice. You practice, you practice, you practice until you get good at it.
Right.
And then once you're good at it, once you learn how to ride a bike, you can ride a bike for the rest of your life.
That's just like singing or
singing
dancing. That's just like singing or dancing. You know, you learn a dance step, you learn a few dance steps, and then you just. Cause I learned how to plait at a young age. You know, a young age. So, and I'm still plaiting today. You know, so you learn how to sing. You learn how to sing, and then sing forever.
You guys know the theme of the book? The theme is the NFL on CBS streams live.
So this is Miss Everything Ebony. So
hey y'all, it's Ebony. I'm back, and today is going to be another recorded live session where I am showing you guys bits and pieces of a live session I did on Instagram that is basically going to answer some of the questions you may have. Now, if the questions you have are not answered in this video, leave it in the comments down below to answer your question in another live. If you ever want to skip to a particular question to answer, in the description box, I have sectioned off the timestamps for every question that was asked and for every answer that was given. So if you guys want to just jump to a particular question, you can do that. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So I am making an 18-inch. I know y'all not here for this. Y'all here for the business information, but I'm still gonna tell y'all, okay? I am making an 18-inch.
yeah, for the business information, for sure.
It is going to be a straight wig, full body, just a closure, HD 5x5.
And see, I like the quality of that hair. It's real pretty.
All right, y'all, this is pretty lengthy. You're so talented. Oh, that's so nice for her. I love hair and wigs too. My issue is dealing with difficult customers. Recently, I did a wig repair for someone, and the woman paid me but seems to want more and more, and seems determined to find problems where there are none. It has currently taught me to be firm, not indulge people's crazy behavior, but I found it sad dealing with someone who clearly is looking to annoy me into giving her money back. I did 2 washes. I did 2 deep conditions. I added 4 or 5 tracks of hair. I provided the hair as a kindness for her thinning wig, and now she wants me to show her again where I sold that down weeks later. The total for all of this work and restoration was $140. I had agreed to $90, but she heard the going rate for this type of work was $140, so she paid that out of her own free will. So I'm sad this turned out to be one of the most nightmarish thing I have ever done business wise. What do you do about crazy people? I think her husband thought it was too expensive and she got buyer's remorse. Ooh. What do you do about crazy people? Yeah, that was a good question. I feel like a lot of people have experienced this in business. If you are dealing with a customer who pays for service and they keep requesting more and more and more and more, they keep asking you for updates. They want photos to be taken. They want you to point out exactly what you've changed and what you've done for them. You're going over and beyond for them. They're still not happy. And you feel like they are nitpicking everything just so that they can get a refund. My advice is, y'all might not like this, I would cancel the order and refund. Or if I've already completed the service, I'm just going to refund them and wipe my hands and go on about my day. and also let them know that I do not feel we are going to be a good match. So if I'm in that situation, that's what I'm going to do. I do not want them ever in. And then going forward, I am going to put certain things into place in order to protect me and help me with the process to make sure I'm attracting the right person. So with wig repairs and revamps, it seemed like this particular person, maybe they were just repairing a wig that they didn't make. I only repair wigs that I have made. I don't work over anybody else's work. It's one thing. The girl who asked the question, she said that the wig was spinning, so she took it upon herself to add in 4 to 5 tracks of some hair she already had. So to me, I'm thinking, if the hair is spinning, if it's your fault as a business owner that the hair is spinning and it wasn't good quality hair, then you should want to fix that free of charge. Like you want to fix it if you feel like it was a quality issue on your behalf. So I wouldn't complain about that. But if it's just a wig, a customer provided her own hair, or she got it from another company, it's spinning, and you adding your own good hair to it to make it better? No, absolutely not. I only repair wigs that I've made, so that helps with that. You don't have to deal with thin, low quality hair. You know how to take care of the hair that you sell, so you don't have to worry about that, right? Secondly, make sure that you specify in detail what the service is actually going to provide and what the service is actually going to cover. That way, anytime someone is adding in additional requests, you just direct them back to, hey, this is the product description, this is what we do for this service. I'm sorry, we do not offer that at this time. We are just going to complete what we promised we are going to service you from the product description. And that's basically how you get that in the book. Like, I'm sorry, we do not offer that service at this time, but we're going to go ahead and complete what we promised we would complete for you. Yeah, you don't make it more difficult on yourself. You just make sure your rules are very clear, very straight to the point. Do not put anything in paragraph format on your website. Break it up into bullet points so that it's easier for them to read, so they know exactly, like, okay, if I get this wig revamp, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. That's it. That's it. Also give them different options. That way they can automatically add on those different options as they are paying for it on your website. They need a closure replacement, add that option in on your website. If they need the knots rebleached or whatever going on, add that onto your website. They need a new style, they want a new part, add it on your website so they don't have to continue to email you requesting different things and requesting this and that and this and that all over again. Just have everything clearly set up on your website, clearly described and explained. Let them know it is what it is, and you do have to put your foot down. People in business, and I get it because it's very difficult for me. I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not, never being a confrontational person. And in business, it is hard. People will try you. Exactly, Cindy. People will try you. You have to be firm. You have to put your foot down. That's why I feel like your policy page and your product descriptions, they stand up for you. You know, a lot of people want to be affordable, um, but affordable attracts a certain audience, and I hate saying that, but it's so true. Your target audience is going to attract a certain thing, and a certain price point attracts certain people. When you have higher prices, people who typically spend a larger amount of money on a regular basis, they're not worried about, they're not having buyer's remorse. Okay? They're always spending $500 on weed. It's the norm for them. So they're not going to be questioning the process. Also, people who spend a lot of money on something, they're doing their research too. Nobody's just handing over $500 on a wig and they have not done their research. They have not determined if this person is trustworthy or not. When the last time you spent $500 with a business and you
Never, never,
like
never,
people, when they see a
never.
higher price, they are already going through their mental process of elimination on whether or not a person is trustworthy or not. So when you have higher prices, you don't have to deal with that as much. Don't allow the threats of people. Oh, I'm gonna leave this bad review of you, and I'm gonna tell everybody about you. And don't allow that to scare you. As long as you're always being professional on your end, as long as you're always being super nice, you're doing everything on your part, then people are going to be able to see your side of the story. They're always going to be able to see your side, and people that are for you, and they're going to always stand up for you and see where you're coming from. So
Yep. As
that's
long
my
as your
opinion.
product speaks for itself,
How do you figure out if they are trustworthy?
your quality product
So when I
and
say
services.
trustworthy, I mean a business owner being trustworthy. You know, if a business owner, you just got to get a feel for that person and that person's character. I think it's easier to trust a business owner that you actually can see. A lot of people like to hide behind the camera. So if I can put a face to the name, if I can actually see the person working, if I can see real reviews, if I can see photos from a customer, if the customer is tagged, I can click on the customer's actual page and know that that's a real person. If they have publications, maybe if they on Forbes or something like that, or any type of magazine or article online or something. There's just a lot of ways in which you can see if someone is going to be trustworthy. Me, I more so look for reviews, and I look to see how much knowledge a person has. A scammer not out there, they're not researching, they're not really knowledgeable on industries, they can't really answer questions as much. They just give you something that's too good to be true. A scammer in the wig industry, they will try to sell you a 30-inch raw bodyweight wig for $150. Like, it don't make sense. It don't. They're like, on here now, order today, cash app me, I will deliver it to you. It usually don't make no type of sense. Hey Queen, I just wanted to know what you think about having a vendor that provides you with amazing quality hair, but the prices are expensive. Change your target audience to an audience of people who will not view it as being expensive. Become a luxury hair brand. If you got a good vendor, then build your business around the vendor. Does that make sense? There's different ways you can build your business. You can do your business based off of your target audience first, or you can build your business based off of your product first. So, for instance, if I wanted to build my business around my target audience first, let's say my target audience is career women, career working women, bossed up women, then now I'm going to choose a product that better fits this target audience. So, career women, how would they wear their hair? They're probably not going to wear a 30-inch bust down red wig. So, I'm not going to offer all of these different colors. They might work in corporate America. So, I might offer a lot of bob, sleek styles. I might offer raw hair. I might, like, when you start thinking about what would be a perfect fit for them, what would be the perfect price range to put them in based off their career, their salaries that they're making, and then you can match a product to them. Or if you want to start with a good product, so for instance, you have a vendor with amazing quality hair, but the prices are expensive, then now that you know that you have amazing expensive hair, then now you can match it to a target audience that can afford them. That will appreciate that. How do you go about raising prices with your customers? Whenever you change something major in your business, you're going to lose some customers. So, one, be aware that some of your customers are not going to like it and you're going to lose those customers. So, you really want to sit back and really think of, before you make a major change, have a set plan and a set goal. usually when people are raising prices, they're going to end up changing their target audience. And if you're changing your target audience, then you might have to go back and reconsider your entire brand. So your branding, I feel like pricing falls under branding. You would need to rebrand your business. That sounds like a rebrand. Go back to the drawing board, rebrand it, make sure all of your products, your services are lined up with the prices that you're trying to charge and what you're trying to change it to. Make sure that it makes sense. And then just increase it. Nothing to it, but do it, increase it. And you can give the explanation for the increase too if you want to. Our brand is moving forward to deliver better quality for our customers. We feel like you guys deserve the best and expect a price increase coming soon. What's a good site to get clients to book online? I don't use a booking site, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what's the best. Where are you located? I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida, but I ship everywhere. One golden tip for hair marketing on social media. Ooh, one tip for hair marketing. I want to say beauty sales. People like when they come to marketing hair or just marketing anything in the beauty industry, you capture them with eyes first. Like people have to be mesmerized with a look. Like they have to stop and say, "Oh my gosh, that is beautiful." Like they gotta be in awe to want it. So that's gonna be like the golden tip. Make them want it. I don't care if they just ordered some curly hair last week. Make them want the style that you have today. Make them want it. Your kinky curly is like regular curly, or is it different? I don't know what regular curly is. So with curly hair, it's gonna be different. It's always gonna be different because when
Alright, I'm
one
going to
company
end this
calls it
video
curly,
and then I'm going to
company calls curly.
continue the rest of this video on another video. But see, I'm already at an hour and I don't want to make this video too long. So like this video. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, Shirley TV. So I have Shirley TV, Shirley Television, and Shirley TV, Shirley Television, and I think it was like Shirley TV, Shirley Television. Oh, Shirley Productions. I had to think about my own channel names. I have so many channels. Shirley TV, Shirley Television, and Shirley Productions. But, so I am going to continue this video on another video because I don't want to make this one too long. So this hour and 4 minutes already. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you on my next video. So I'm going to wait till the next commercial.
All of the bundles are 18 inches. It's going to create a natural layer. I know a lot of my customers, they would ask that. Like, can I get, do you make wigs with yarn and lengths? You don't need to. If you use one length all over, it's going to create natural layers by itself. Right? This is an 18-inch straight bundle. An 18-inch right here is going to fall here. And as it moves down, the 18-inch at the nape of the neck is going to stop down here. This one is 18 inches normally this long. This is long. I'm used to curly hair, y'all. This is long. This is almost to my waist. Sitting down. I usually don't wear straight hair, y'all. But you see, it's going to naturally create layers as this one length moves down on your head. Okay, do you rather be it, y'all know I cannot pronounce this, be it to me, Chinese or Indian hair supplier, be it, y'all, I don't know why I want to say be it to me, I'm adding in extra syllables, it must be the Florida in me. So they asked if I like Vietnam hair, Indian hair, or Chinese hair. I don't think the origin matters. The origin of the hair does not matter. If you look at a map, all of these countries, all of these places are literally good and bad vendors in Indonesia. There are good and bad vendors everywhere. Um, so the origin of the hair doesn't matter. What matters is that you're able to find a manufacturer that knows how to properly manufacture hair so that it's not shedding. That you order from a manufacturer that actually sources real hair. They're not just selling you factory hair and they just threw a name on it. So, like for instance, if you go to Amazon and you search virgin hair, none of that is real virgin hair. It's just processed hair, and they're able to falsely call it virgin hair, but it's not. Now does that mean that the hair is good? No, the hair can still be good. It can be processed and still be good hair. It's just really based on the needs of their customers and clients and what they're looking for and the longevity of it. So the origin of the hair does not matter. It doesn't. But my personal preference, I do like Chinese vendors. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Chinese vendors because they are cheaper. They are cheaper. They are more affordable, and they get you the hair faster. I'm not trying to wait no 3 weeks, two to 3 weeks to receive a shipment. No. And my customers don't want to have to wait that long either. Let's say, do you prefer to use mousse leave-in or curly creams in your curly hair? I really only prefer water. But if I do use a product, I'm gonna show y'all it. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I'm gonna make a tutorial on it. Chinese hair vendors also have a ton of resources that get you custom sand bags, boxes, flat irons. That is so true. They are so true. That's so true. They're really good with manufacturing. Like they're really good with creating products and getting it out very quickly. But you do have to be careful because they can also cheat you, get over on you, falsely promote things to you. And that is why it's so important that as a business owner, you're always testing out products. Never just sell something like you see a photo, you're excited, oh, this hair looks really cute, and then you want to use the vendor photos to promote, and then you think you're going to start your drop shipping business. No, 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 no. First step, you have to order from the vendor, and you have to test out the product. Does glue shorten the lifespan of a wig? Absolutely. It shortens the lifespan of the lace. Not necessarily the wig, but the lace. The lace can always be repaired, but I noticed for most of my customers, I'm always missing something. I gotta pick metallic markers. This come from Walmart. It's a Walmart brand. It's only like $2-3. All right, somebody asked if glue. Let me see what the question was again. Does glue short?
All right, y'all. I want to end this video and I'll end this video. I didn't want to cut her off on the words.
Or in a lifespan of a wig. I noticed when I do wig revamps.
So like this video, subscribe to the channel.
On a wig, it just the hair look like
and I'll
it's
see
just
you on my next
like
video.
from the lace. And I don't have that problem with my personal wigs. I don't glue down any of my personal wigs. I typically never have to change out the lace on my wigs at all. When I recently switched out the lace on my wigs, it's because I previously was wearing 4x4s. Yeah, 4x4s had me in a chokehold. I didn't start offering 5x5s until like 6 months ago. I just be so stubborn. Maybe it's the Taurus in me. I got my Taurus necklace on too. Say Taurus. Maybe it's the Taurus in me. I be so stubborn and set in my ways. So I recently switched out a lot of my wigs, and I get a 4x4. Yeah, I switched them out to a 5x5, but the 4x4s did not need to be changed.
Alright, so I want to end this video and then I'll continue the rest of this video on another video, recording on my phone. But like this video, subscribe to the channel, and that's Miss Everything Ebony. You can follow her on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Miss Everything Ebony, runs her own wig business, Wigs by Ebony. So check her out. She has courses also. She has courses, you can sign up for. I think she has a wig course, some other courses, some ebooks, different things. You can check her YouTube page out. So Wigs by Ebony, Everything Ebony. So she has, I think it's like 3 or 4 different businesses. under her LLC. So it's everything Ebony LLC. But check out, and I'll see you all on my next video. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and this is Shirley TV signing off. So you have a good one. Happy New Year.